guys, welcome back to Blake Check. My name is Blake and this is my used 2013 Tesla Model S 60 that I took delivery of about 2 months ago. Also, please ignore how dirty my garage is. I apologize for that. But yeah, if you haven't done so already, go check out the other videos I've made with this car. I went over what it was like to take delivery of it. I went over some of the pros and cons of this car, and I compared it to a newer Tesla Model 3. So go check those out and consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. All that stuff helps the channel grow, so I appreciate all your support. So today, all we're going to do is go over just some simple tips and tricks on car care and just some basic maintenance that you can do to your car, regardless of whether it's a Tesla or not, to make it run and look as good as it possibly can for as long as you own it. So stay tuned, guys. So the first step to proper car care is gathering the right supplies. Here's what I'll be using today. I'll go over how to use each of these later in the video, and I'll link each of them in the description below. The first and possibly most underrated car care tool I'll be using is the California Car Duster. This thing is perfect for keeping your car looking clean in between washes. Using it is pretty self-explanatory. Just run it over the car's exterior to remove dust and small debris. You don't need to apply any pressure while doing this, just lightly graze your car and the duster will do the rest. Now when it does come time to wash your car, you're going to want to make sure you pick the right time of day. You'll notice that it is the end of the day here when the sun's at its lowest point, so I still have light, but it's not too hot to where I end up with water spots. The next step is a simple rinse to prep your surfaces for soap. Speaking of soap, I am using this Armor All Snow Foam soap that I bought on Amazon, as I mentioned, link below. Next, I'm going to load up my foam cannon with soap and start spraying. You're welcome to use whichever soap you like. I chose this soap because it's pH balanced, for one, which is good for surfaces like mine that are already waxed and ceramic coated. And two, it's just formulated for a longer lasting, stickier foam which clings to dirt and debris better. After you finish gently massaging the soap into the car with your microfiber glove or sponge, go ahead and rinse it off. The last step in my car wash routine is drying. Here you'll notice that I'm using a synthetic towel which clings to water and drags it off without leaving any scratches, but also make sure that you're not putting any pressure on the car. That can lead to scratches as well. The key to this last step is taking your time. Next, I'm going to switch over to this microfiber towel. You don't have to do this two-step drying process that I do. I do it for one because I'm obsessed with my car, and two because I want to make sure that there's no leftover debris on the surface of my car before I start putting any pressure at all on it with this microfiber towel. As I mentioned before, the links to most of these materials are going to be found in the description below. If you like what you see, go ahead and pick them up for yourself. I'm using two types of microfiber towels. The first, larger one that you might have seen was made and sold by the chemical guys. I highly recommend those. And the ones that I'm using now are smaller and they're sold in bulk at Costco. These smaller Kirkland towels are great for small crevices like the wheels, for instance, and for the door handles. Definitely make sure you dry off your door handles. As you might have noticed, they present and retract into the door, so you don't want any water to get trapped inside of there. And once you finish towel drying the trunk and the door handles, just go ahead and leave everything open so that they can air dry while you finish getting the rest of the car. Now that the car has had plenty of time to air dry, it's time to start the next stage in the cleaning routine. It's always a good idea to top off your car wash routine with a wax in order to seal the surface from future dust and debris. I'm using this Turtle Wax ceramic spray wax, which I'll link below. This is a hybrid between traditional wax coatings and ceramic coatings. I should specify that waxing and ceramic coating are two separate processes that serve similar purposes. Today I'm doing a hybrid of both. This ceramic spray wax helps seal the exterior surface from future dust and debris, but also makes it hydrophobic so that it repels water. So I like using these hybrid ceramic spray waxes in between annual ceramic coatings. I'm going to do a video in the future on ceramic coating. That's a different process and it's a little more involved. This is just a great way to maintain your car's mirror-like shine in between annual ceramic coatings. This adds an extra layer of protection against, again, dust, dirt, and most importantly, water and water spots. So you're going to need two clean microfiber towels for this process. The first towel you're going to saturate with that hybrid ceramic spray wax, and then the second towel you're going to keep dry. And then just like Mr. Miyagi said, you're going to wax on with the first towel and then wax off with the second towel. It's as easy as that. Just make sure that you take your time and you don't apply too much pressure to that exterior surface of your car to avoid scratching. I recommend going one body panel at a time with this stuff, but you can also use it on the windshield and mirrors to help them repel water, on the wheels to help them repel water and brake dust, and even on the headlights to reduce oxidation. So the last step in my car care routine is just vacuuming out the interior surfaces and carpeting in the car. Since that's pretty self-explanatory, I'm just going to use this opportunity to go over a couple more products that I didn't end up using in this video that I highly recommend. The first of which is this tire shine foam. It just cleans, shines, and protects your car's tires to keep them looking new. The second of which is probably my favorite car care product. I keep a bottle of this in my trunk at all times. It's this Meguiar's Quick Detailer. So it's great for in-between washes to keep your car looking clean. Like if you drive through a puddle or if you get rained on, you just spray this stuff on and wipe it off, and it's as easy as that. So I'm going to link both of these products as well as everything else that I used in this video in the description below. So yeah, that's going to about do it for episode 6 of Blake Check. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you got some useful information out of it. If you like what you saw, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. It helps my channel grow. And until next time, this has been Blake Check, and that's a wrap.